Hi everyone, this is Lucy from KBeautyHobbit.com. This is officially my very first sponsored video, and that's really exciting. So thank you Wishtrend for sponsoring this, and thank you for providing all the things I'm about to show you. Black Friday is one of the most exciting days ever for me when it comes to online shopping. I only do it online. Even before all the 2020 stuff, you couldn't really drag me out of the house for anything, really. But especially now, ever since I got into K-Beauty, I hit up the Wishtrend Black Friday sale every year. Long before I had an affiliate relationship with them, long before I had a blog, I would always check out their sale because it's amazing. And this year, they have a special Black Friday box available starting on the 18th of November, so don't snooze. In this box, I'm going to show you everything in a minute. I have had, I think, every single product except for one. So I can even give you reviews, even though I just recently got this. So let's look. These are no particular order, but you can put them all in a routine, which is great. First, we have these two mini cleansers of Klairs. There's the Klairs Gentle Black Cleansing Oil in the fresh variety. I've had the full size of this twice now. It's amazing. I like the original black cleansing oil, but the fresh variety is even better. I'll link a review in the description. And then we have the foaming cleanser in the same line. You get the minis in the kit. I've had the full size I just ran out of. It is a wonderful cleanser. Super, super gentle. Just lovely, doesn't irritate anything. And for reference, I have combination skin with some oily zones like my T-zone, some dry zones like my cheeks. It's not particularly sensitive, but I am prone to redness, especially from any sort of mechanical things, like if I itch myself or try to squeeze something, whatever, because I'm so fair. So redness does happen to me. This is what they look like out of their little boxes. Look how cute. We are planning a couple of trips before the end of the year, so I will be packing these with me. The theme of this box is a luxury hotel staycation experience at home. So Wishtrend put all of these beautiful products in here that you can treat yourself without leaving the house. And the next product is one of my all-time favorites. It's the I'm From Honey Mask. This is my second jar. For me, everything started with a sample tube of this that came in one of my Black Friday purchases years ago, and then I had to have the full size right away because it is wonderful. It just nourishes the skin so well. It's a wash-off mask, so you apply it and you leave it on for, I can't remember what it says, like 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes. And I usually do mine while I'm taking a bath, so I'll cleanse and then I'll put this on. I'll just relax, watch some YouTube videos. This is how I unwind at night. And when you rinse this off, it just leaves the skin so nourished. It has real honey in it. You don't want to refrigerate this because it will harden just like honey does. So just store it at room temperature. And if yours, I know it's cold now in a lot of places, so if yours arrives a little hard, if it got cold en route, just let it sit at room temperature and it will get back to its normal self. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful product for all the honey lovers. Look at that texture. It is just perfect. It's so easy to spread too, and it smells like honey. Next is another holy grail product for me. It is the by Wishtrend Quad Active Boosting Essence. It has willow bark extract in it and propolis, which is a product of bees. It looks like this. I have already finished one bottle a while back. Again, I'll link a review in the description. This has a watery texture, but it's not like water. It's a little bit thicker than water, and it has this beautiful slip to it when you apply it to the skin. I have a really hard time describing it. It's not oily, but it just has this slip to it that's beautiful. And it was such a pleasure to use. I kept reaching for mine until it ran out. I don't know if I can show you this in any sort of non-messy way, but this is what it looks like. It's very watery. Not oily or greasy whatsoever. And because it's a boosting essence, it makes all the other steps of your skincare work even better. It's supposed to help the subsequent steps get a little deeper in the skin and work more effectively. The best time to use this product is between your toner and serum step. This is a new brand to the Wishtrend family. It's pronounced Element, and this is their skin illuminating solution. I actually just finished mine recently. I featured it in my hyperpigmentation tips and tricks video because this has 10% niacinamide. Comes in a beautiful glass bottle, which adds to that whole spa experience for me. And I used it not just on my face, but also on my body because I really messed up my legs by picking at ingrown hairs. Don't do that. Don't be like me. It left very noticeable hyperpigmentation, like post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation, red spots. I'm very fair and you can see them very clearly. Because this bottle is so generously sized and because the product is watery and not at all sticky, it was super easy to apply to large areas like the body, and I highly recommend it. Now this does have 10% niacinamide, so if you've never ever used niacinamide, kind of tread lightly, introduce it slowly, and just see how your skin goes, because sometimes people might react to that high of a percentage. I never had any issues with it, but just, you know, a little word of caution. It's very difficult, again, to show texture, but just watch the little bubble inside of the bottle. You can see just how watery it is. It is, out of all of these, I think the most water-like product as far as texture. The quad boosting essence is going to be slightly thicker than this. I'm so glad Wishtrend included this product in the box. It is a holy grail for a lot of people, and I also enjoyed it. This is my third bottle. It's the I'm From Rice Toner. It does wonders for brightening the skin. It comes in a plastic bottle now. They used to come in glass. If you have an older version, that will be glass, but don't be surprised that it comes with in plastic. Now you're supposed to shake it before using. It's a very light texture, has rice in it, it's brightening, lovely for morning or night. I am careful not to overload my skin in the morning because sometimes if I use something too rich, my face will get oily throughout the day. This does not do that to me. Just look at this. So it just comes right out. It's white like you would expect from rice, and it's just very watery and light, and I'm dripping it everywhere. A little tip: as you do your skincare, especially at night, rub whatever extras you have on your hands, because hands also deserve some TLC, especially in the fall and winter. I'm so happy to get a restock of this. It's the Klairs Fundamental Eye Butter, and I have, you can probably tell, hooded eyes, which can get kind of oily if I put things that are too heavy on it. But I've had this before. I actually was almost out of it, and then my mom ended up taking the rest of it because it's a wonderful eye cream and she really wanted it for herself. So I'm glad to get a restock. But this, despite of having the name butter, is very nourishing but not at all oily or heavy. It is an evening product for me, but it's luxurious and just so wonderful. And if your eye area is on the drier side, you might enjoy this during the day as well. I usually do my skincare maybe a couple of hours before I actually head to bed. So anything that's too heavy tends to migrate into my actual eyeballs as I sit there and do my evening stuff, but this does not. It is absolutely lovely, and if you have a budget for it, and if you're shopping the Black Friday sale, also check out the eye gel from the same line. It's really nice for mornings. It's lighter, and both products are wonderful. And if you have dark circles that are caused by blood circulation issues, these really help with that in my experience because the caffeine in the ingredients. Dark circles are a really tough topic because there are many reasons why somebody could have them, and not everything is treated by topical products. But if it's specifically circulation related, caffeine can help. But I am so stoked to get this. And look, it's still there, I can feel it, but my skin's just drinking it right up, and there's no grease at all, just a bit of a dewy sort of sheen. If I had to pick one product I'm most excited about in this box, it would be this one. This is the Rovectin Sunscreen. It's their Skin Essentials Aqua Soothing UV Protector. This was featured on my channel before in my sunscreens video. I talk about it in my group, Korean Beauty Fanatics, all the time because it is one of the best sunscreens I've ever used. It is 100% mineral filters, and actually I even have, look at this, I have my empty that I just finished recently. I was rationing it toward the end because I just didn't want to run out. This is what it looks like on me, and I'm pretty fair as you can see, of course. It does not leave a white cast, but somebody with very deep skin tone might have a different experience. It has a matte or like a semi-matte finish. It's not drying on me, but it definitely has that lovely natural matte finish versus dewy. I actually prefer that. If I have dewy sunscreens, I end up setting them with powder, but this one I don't have to do that. And it was just my number one choice, especially on weekends if I didn't want to do anything on top of it, and like no powder and nothing else, but I didn't want to look dewy because when you're somebody like me who battled oily T-zone their whole life, sometimes dewy looks like greasy. I know that's in right now, the dewy look is in, but I still kind of struggle with that. So perfect for me. Look at that. And this sunscreen was out of stock for so long. I'm so glad it's back and you can get it. Definitely get your hands on it because it is awesome. I use it around my eyes too, no problems there. It's very important to protect the skin around the eyes because it ages even more than skin everywhere else. You can also still get cancer in those areas, so definitely find a sunscreen that works for you over on that area too. And a lot of the times the mineral filters like this one, the physical ones, do a lot better around the eyes because the chemical ones can be irritating to the eye area sometimes. But the best sunscreen is the one that you can live with and you can use consistently on a daily basis, regardless of what kind of filter it has. Last but not least is the only absolutely new to me product in this box. It is by Chasing Rabbits, and it's their Green Golden Ruler Moisture Barrier Matcha and Inca Inchi Oil plus Probiotics Natural Shield Face and Neck Cream. I used to think some by V had long product names. I think this has a beat. Looks like this. It's my fourth ever Chasing Rabbits product. I've had their sunscreen, I've had the Tremella Mushroom Elixir, and I've had their bath bomb. And 2 out of 3 of those were winners for me. The sunscreen didn't work so great. This cream has probiotics and it promises to form a protective shield on the skin, which I think heading into winter is lovely because I don't know about your skin, but my skin takes a beating, and then oily areas become extra oily as they desperately try to hold on to hydration that's there, and dry areas on me tend to start flaking. Now, I cannot give you a photo view of this, of course, not yet, because it is such a brand new product for me, but if you follow me on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit, you can kind of track my progress with it, and eventually I'll do a full review, like an actual article, what I do for all the other products that I try. This is what it looks like. The jar is glass, which of course doesn't do anything for the efficacy of the product, but I always appreciate that personally because it just adds something extra to my whole experience when it's glass. It just feels a little extra luxurious, and skincare for me is more than just a utilitarian practice of just cleansing and moisturizing. It's this whole experience. That's why I can really get behind this whole staycation spa theme of this box, because that's how I treat every night. Every night my skincare is a spa experience. In the mornings it is more about just protecting and getting out of the door, but at night it's all about relaxing, taking the day off, and just having a moment to myself without little people tugging on my legs and needing something constantly. This has no scent. I'm going to use a different hand because my other hand is full of things. That's what it looks like. Very light, like a gel-like texture. This is probably way more than a hand would need as far as quantity. Oh yeah, this is lovely. It's a gel cream. Oh, wow, that is it feels hydrating. So I don't typically look for hydration in creams because to me creams are all about moisturizing, which would be locking in the hydration, the water of the prior steps like toners and essences and serums. But this one, oh wow, it's like turning almost into water as I rub it in. Wow. I'm gonna go all the way up my arm here because I used that was way too much for just a palm. Oh, now that I rubbed it in, it smells a little fresh. It smells almost like a field of flowers and freshly maybe cut something. It's not grassy, but it's just this fresh and like a plant sense. Oh wow, okay. Alright, I can't say like something is a must-have from the first try, but dang, I feel like this is going to be my must-have. Oh, yeah, this is amazing. And look at that. There's no grease and no oil, but my whole arm feels so smooth now. I think this is going to be my next morning gel cream. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Wow, this hit it out of the park for me. I can't wait to use this more because that's amazing. It's vegan if that's important to you, and it's just lovely. And their packaging is eco-friendly, and they'll give you recycling tips as well. That was it for the Wishtrend box. Again, thank you so much, Wishtrend, for sending it to me and for sponsoring this video. I am a huge fan of Wishtrend and their brands. It just so happens that 99% of the things that they make work really well for my combination skin. So I've been raving about them, like I said, long before I had any sort of affiliate relationship with them. I'll put all the links in the description box, and if you are picking up a box for yourself, if you could use my affiliate link, I would really appreciate it. That just lets Wishtrend know where the traffic comes from, and it allows me to make a small commission on the sale, which I appreciate because it supports this channel. You can find me on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit, my blog KBeautyHobbit.com, and in my private Facebook group, Korean Beauty Fanatics. If you haven't joined yet, we'd love to have you. I will see you in my next video. Until then, please remember to always listen to your skin. Thank you so much.